Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very, very warm welcome to the EVES auction room. And isn't it nice to have a bit of warm weather out there for a change? No rain. Yeah. See, no rain in the forecast for the next few days as well. But let's hope we see some rain in the auction room here today with your bidding. We're here to help you today, folks, to move to the next chapter of your lives. My name's Grant Child. I'll be starting proceedings here and offering you the first 5 properties, and then I'll hand over to my good friend and fellow auctioneer, Jordan Sibright, who will then offer you the next 5 properties. So you've only got a short time to listen to me. Robin, she'll look after all the technology in the auction room. Now, if your bids don't take myself or Jordan to the vendor's reserve price, then you're going to have a conversation with one of these folks across the bottom of the screen. Either Karen, that's Karen in here, our EVES Plenty General Manager, Craig, Scott, or Louise, all very experienced, are here today to assist you today, folks, to continue proceedings. And that's, of course, if we don't reach the seller's reserve price. So we'll give you that opportunity, excuse me, because there's a very good reason that we're going to do that for you today. And that is because our current market at the moment is running absolutely red hot with what we call conditional buyers. And I know there are buyers waiting in the wings to see if some of these properties this afternoon don't sell because they're wanting to put conditional offers in afterwards. So you, the cash buyers, you are members of a very elite group of people, and of course we're going to give you the best shot today ahead of those conditional buyers. Be very, very aware, folks, if we close the auction, anybody can come forward afterwards with an offer, and that does include those conditional buyers. Now, week after week we say this, and we've had buyers that haven't believed what we're saying, haven't bid at the auction, put an offer forward to the vendors after, and have been beaten by one of those conditional buyers and regretted not doing something on auction day. So the best advice we can give you is give it a good crack today and secure the property ahead of what we call those conditional buyers. And the team will help you. Documentation, well, buying at auction, it's no different to any other real estate transaction. We do have documentation we have to tend to. Just quickly referring to what you see on the screen is the Property Sale and Purchase Agreements Guide put out by the Real Estate Authority, and they are available in the stand just outside of the auction room. Co-located in that stand, folks, is also the finalised copies of the auction terms and conditions of sale that we work to. It's been circulated in draft form, as you see there on the screen. By way of any bidding today, we can simply assume that you've read, understood, accept that document that we work to here today. But I just draw your attention back to the front page there, spelling out the conduct of the auction. Now, I'm not going to go through that in its entirety. It has been there for you to peruse, but I just highlight a couple of very, very important points. The first one is about vendor bidding. There's still a little bit of a myth out there in the marketplace that vendor bids are used to try and push the price up, etc., etc. That's an absolute load of rubbish. Vendor bids are only used to work alongside you, work with you at a level where the vendors are not prepared to sell. Now, we will only use a vendor bid if we've only got one person that's bidding on the property. It will be below the seller's reserve price. It is simply a technique to work alongside you and assist you to get you to that negotiating platform where we will pause the auction and the team will step in and work with you from there. We will disclose all vendor bids to you, so if we are using a vendor bid at any level, then essentially what's happening, the vendors through us are saying to you, thanks but no thanks. If you want to buy our property, you will need to be above that. So I just want to clarify that point. The other thing I just want to clarify is your obligations immediately on completion of the auction, signified obviously by the fall of the hammer, is to complete the documentation, sign it, and of course pay your 10% deposit, and you can do that electronically out of reception. So that's about all I want to cover off with you, folks. Would there be any questions that I might be able to answer for you before we move on to our first offering? No questions? Excellent. Right, let's move straight on. Just before I do that, I'd like to welcome our viewers watching via the live stream, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the EVES auction room here this afternoon, and I know we have got some telephone bidders that are watching via the live stream as well. When telephone bidding is submitted, folks, you can take it from us. All the documentation is in place, signed off by the purchasers and the vendors, authorising us to accept those bids and convey them from them by telephone. So our first property for the afternoon, Grace Anderson from our Caddy office, has been presenting this absolutely outstanding opportunity at 17 Riverside Place. It is the perfect retreat. It's in a nice quiet cul-de-sac where you can simply immerse yourself in the tranquil sounds of the bird songs surrounding you. Certainly a very, very tranquil setting indeed. It is a freehold estate, 710 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer here today, and all described in record of title 318127 in the South Auckland Registry Office. Now, the spa pool, the fridge freezer, they do stay, Grace, but there's no warranties that go with those. So they do stay, but no vendor warranties with those. Just a quick reminder of a couple of clauses in the contract, folks, being clause 23. The vendor gives no warranty as the working order or condition of that spa pool, nor in respect of the compliance of the requirements of the local authority. That is obviously towards the fencing of swimming pools. So accordingly, the vendor warranties in clause 9 do not apply to the spa and associated restricted access. Clause 9.31, the general terms is varied to the extent the vendor makes no warranty as to the fridge freezer. So you do buy that item on your own judgment entirely. So settlement date set down for the 21st of July, so plenty of opportunities for lotto tickets between now and then. Any other changes to the channels list there, Grace? No changes. So back to the property itself. You will recall these when you went and viewed the property, those breathtaking views of the native wetlands. You're going to sit on that deck that you see there on the screen and just enjoy the views of the majestic kaimais in the background there. Just imagine the sunsets and everything that you're going to get to enjoy. You've got the walkways, you've got the reserves, you can take the kids fishing off the jetty. That is all close to home here at 17 Riverside Place. It is a contemporary 2016 build that provides that harmonious blend of modern design, and of course that's very nicely combined with the beauty of all those natural surroundings that I've mentioned as well. It's a home that speaks to you as your peaceful oasis and greets your guests with absolute warmth when they arrive at your front door, and all I can suggest to you is nature lovers, you are going to relish living at number 17 Riverside Place in Kanikani. Now I can tell you now that Grace has already got instructions for putting an offer together for our vendors. Cash wise, you get the first opportunity here. This is one of those ones I referred to of those conditional buyers being prominent in the marketplace. If you don't bid and buy here this afternoon, folks, you will be in competition with one of those blind offers against our conditional buyer. So your opportunity is here now. You set the benchmark, you tell me where you would like to start the bidding away, and I'll guide you from there. Silence is golden. I can tell you now, silence is not golden in the EVES auction room. It's not even nickel. Looking for an opening bid now for 17 Riverside Place. Otherwise, we just close the auction work with our conditional buyer that's already requested us to put an offer together. Once, twice, third, final opportunity for cash interest. Those buyers are going to be delighted as I formally close the auction. Grace, hand it back to you, and I am anticipating that you'll send me. I'm going to give you 24 hours, Grace. Excuse the pun, but I'm going to give you 24 hours, Grace, to get this contract together, and I look forward to getting your text message. Auction's closed. Talk to Grace. If you're looking for a wonderful property like that, you're more than welcome. Right, moving straight on to our second offering for the afternoon, number 11C, Kiriroa Street. Owen and Kristen from our EVES on Cameron have been marketing this property, and before I go any further, we had a conversation a little earlier. You've also got strong conditional interest in this property, and you're anticipating an offer very soon after the auction here today. Correct. Right, just justifying, just being very totally open with you here today, buyers, because as I mentioned in my preamble, we've had people that haven't listened to us, haven't believed us, and they've regretted it afterwards. So don't be one of those ones that regrets not doing anything here today. 11C Kiriroa Street, impeccably organised. It's a real roomy gem, this one. It's got the ideal northern sun there. It's got the fenced yard, so lots of aspects that are real positive for you at 11C Kiriroa Street. It is formally described as a cross-lease freehold and record of title SA30D, folio 503. 15 working days seems to allow a settlement date on this one. Bit of flexibility around that as well. Just a quick reminder of clause 24, where clause 9.21 of the general terms is varied to the extent that the trustees, not having been in occupation of the property, make no warranties as to the serviceability of fixtures, fittings etc. So you're all aware of that. That's been in the contract right from day dot. So no other changes to the channels list or anything? All good to go. So think about this property, folks. It's elegant. It's a real expensive haven in a prime location, and of course it is absolutely bathed in all-day sunshine, obviously created by that northerly aspect of it. It's renovated for comfortable living that makes it an absolute blissful retreat there that combines modern amenities with that absolute timeless charm in Kiriroa Street as well. It's strategically situated, offering proximity to some of the key destinations around this part of our wonderful city. You've got services, you've got transportation options, all effortless. Beautiful. Owen said it for me. Close to your new home. Right, I'll strike that word out for next week. I'm not going to use that one again. So a great option here, folks, for 11C Kiriroa Street. Cash buyers, you get first chance. As with the first property, who says go? Otherwise, I can safely say reap or weep. You can reap it here this afternoon, but you'll weep it later on if you don't do it here in the auction room. Cash buyers, who says go, and what might your quantum be? Once I call now for an opening bid, otherwise we're quite happy to move into State Street and work with our conditional buyers. Second call if you're here for this one. Third and final opportunity. Okay, we're going to have buyers that are going to be pleased to hear from you. Just working with what we've got in the current market at the moment. The auction's now closed. Hand it back to you guys. I'm not going to put a time frame on it because I reckon my phone's going to go bing sometime late this afternoon or tonight, so we've definitely got that property under contract. Beautiful. Love your work, Carl.
Thank you for today.
And Kristen. Thanks for helping me out with the word.
No worries.
Right, moving along, 249 Dixon Road is the next one. As you see, Charlotte has just approached me up here, just reminding me that we do have authorised telephone bidding on this property. I mentioned in my preamble that all the documentation is in place for that one. This one here, 249 Dixon Road, certainly a home that makes a statuesque statement from its elevated perch and beyond the front gate. Certainly lies the luxurious lifestyle masked in absolute privacy for you to have a wonderful lifestyle at 249 Dixon Road. When we look at the legal aspects of it, record of title 421894, describe the property as a freehold estate, 325 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer for you. Now, as far as the channels are concerned, the alarm is as is, there's no warranties there, but just a quick reminder that the outdoor furniture, the large garden pots, there's 4 of those, the water hoses, the mower, the tools in the garden shed, and the washing machine, dryer, TV that's attached to the living room wall are all excluded from the sale. They don't stay. They're going with the current owners. Thursday the 21st of September is our settlement date. Wow, that's plenty of time to save up some more money for this one. So just a quick...
There is some flexibility on that.
Some flexibility on that as well. Could even be a little bit longer if required.
Earlier.
Or earlier if required, so no problems there. Now, just a quick reminder, folks, that the vendor has provided with a LIM report, so you're acknowledging that has been provided, and you've done all your complete your personal research and due diligence on that LIM report provided for you. Any other changes or anything? Any other updates there, Charlotte?
Yes, that's right.
Right, Charlotte works out of our Pat Mar office, does an outstanding job there, and this must have been a real pleasure to market there, Charlotte. You've got that plunge pool, well that's visible from your alfresco dining, and that will undoubtedly be the peak of your highlight come next summer, if we get a summer next time round, which we certainly hope. But if the sand dunes and sea breezes, well, if they're calling you and your family, then you've got immediate beach access right next to at the end of the adjoining driveway as well. So very, very handy indeed. You've got that streamlined finishes of the terrazzo stone beach tops, the natural timber flooring through the home as well, all in neutral tones that form a calm and very welcoming backdrop. You are going to absolutely relish living in this wonderful home indeed. The interior, well, it simply boasts utter newness, and without it, the bonus of free living is what you get at 249 Dixon Road. A modern abode, it offers the enviable lifestyle that you've likely been searching for. So cash buyers, you get the first opportunity to work with our seller today. Is it going to be you in the room, or is it going to be our telephone bidder? Entirely up to you. Where would you like to say go? Happy to start this one for you, but my start figure might be a little bit different to yours. Our phone bidder like to start us away there, Charlotte? What about a start at $1,150,000? Somebody start me at 1150. Happy to get you underway at that sort of level. More than happy to allow your phone bidder to start. 1150 to get us underway. Right, I'll start it away then. 1150 it is. We'll take $25,000 rises from here. At $1,150,000, I start the auction to give you the opportunity to bid and buy here today. And seeking down a $25,000 rise, certainly won't take anything less than that for this property and this location. At $1,150,000, do I have that 25 rise from our phone bidder now? First call.
That's the bid from the auctioneer, the opening bid from the auctioneer, so it would be 1175.
Second time for 11750 is what I'm looking for.
Can I say 1175 plus?
It's got a little bit of a time lag with our phone bidders, folks. We just need to give them a little bit of extra time. But you can jump in at any stage.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Third, last opportunity now. Are we in or out? Happy to advance on behalf of the seller then at $1,175,000. Not here to dilly-dally, folks. We're here at EVES to sell property and fair market value. Certainly away from that with this property in this location here. Think about everything that I've said about it and think about the location. At 1175 chasing down that $25,000 rise. Round me to 1.2 if you will. First call now, looking for that 25 rise, won't take anything less. Second time. Third, last opportunity. Are they around there, Charlotte? Happy to advance on behalf of the seller then at $1,200,000. At 1.2 million, happy to advance it once more. Here's your opportunity here, but I'm more than welcoming you to come in. Your opportunity is to come in now. If you're watching via the live stream on the phone there, your opportunity to come in now at $1,225,000. If you don't come in, I'm simply going to advance it once more on behalf of the seller and close the auction down and hand it back to Charlotte. At $1,200,000. I've got to entertain the staff at the back. $1,200,000, chasing down that extra 25 that's there. Once, twice, third, last opportunity, in or out. Charlotte, I'm going to lift the bidding once more on behalf of the vendor then to a fair and reasonable level to close the auction at $1,250,000. The auction's closed. A little bit more work to do there, and you certainly can't be expecting to buy a property of this calibre in this location at that sort of level. You will definitely need to be above that to be able to buy the property. And talk to Charlotte from our Pat Mara office. She'll help you from there. Right, moving on. Number 4 for the afternoon, folks. Number 4, Redditch Place. Kelly Hawksby needs no introduction, working out of our Mount Maunganui office. And this property here at 4 Redditch Place, you've got limitless potential to personalise and transform it into a beautiful and unique home of your own desires and to express your own personality as well. When we look at the legal aspects of it, the record of title 212715 describes the property as 408 square metres more or less of absolute freehold Kiwi terra firma. 23rd of June, Kelly, is our settlement date, not too far to wait, and you can have your furniture truck in the driveway, any changes to the channels list that you've had circulated, so all good to go. You will recall the open plan kitchen, so your friends can share a glass of wine while you mix up one of your culinary delights, making this a great entertainer's paradise as well. You've got those wonderful exposed rafters and high studs that create that eerie ambience throughout the home and an abundance of natural light, and they're giving you that nice open spacious feel as well. It's a rare classic cottage style, presents a perfect opportunity for you to craft and cherish your family retreat with timeless charm in the future. Who says go for this one? What might your quantum be? Your turn to do some talking. I've done it all so far. Looking for an opening bid now for number 4, Redditch. Perhaps a 700 start. We're all shy today, aren't we? Alright, I'll get you underway at $700,000 with the vendor bid now. Start bidding to give you the opportunity to buy here today, folks, at $700,000. Looking for a $20,000 rise from here. At 700,000, looking for that $20,000 rise. Put it on the table now, folks. Happy to work with you here. $700,000. I start the auction just to give you the opportunity to buy here today. Looking for that $20,000 rise. No time for consultation now. All the homework needs to have been done. You're here to buy in cash. First call now, $700,000, looking for that 20 rise. Second time. Third. Give the right advice there, Kelly. Looking for a 720 rise. If we go on behalf of the seller then at $720,000, like I said, we're not here to dilly-dally at EVES auctions, folks. We're here to sell the property. Give you the opportunity to buy your cash buyers. $720,000, looking for a 20 rise now. First call now, are we in or out? Second time, looking for that 740. Won't take anything less at this juncture. Third, last opportunity. Right, Kelly, well, I'm not going to leave it there. I'm going to advance it on behalf of the sellers at $740,000. $740,000. I'll take a 10 at this juncture, folks, if it's going to make you feel more comfortable. A little bit nervous about the 20s. At 740, be very clear, it's with me on a vendor bid at 740. Looking for that extra 10. First call now, if you're here for this one. Second time. Third. Last opportunity, are we in or out? Kelly, I'm not slightly confused. I'm going to lift the bidding once more on behalf of the sellers to $750,000. I'm going to close the auction and hand it back to you. And I know you've got some interest in the property outside of the auction arena, so I'm going to leave you to continue working with that. The auction is now closed. All right, lucky last one from me for the afternoon. Before I hand over to my colleague Jordan Silbright, and this one is an absolute classic one at number 63 Golden Sands over there in Papamoa. Jacqueline and Paula have been marketing this one jointly and doing a fantastic job out there. A property here at 63 Golden Sands has been meticulously cared for. It's an ex-classic builder's show home. There's something special about show homes. When they build their show homes, they put everything in it. They spare no expense, so it's all sheer quality that you get. This particular one, the design and layout, perfect for couples, families, retirees, or those looking for a nice easy care property that's got all the modern features with it as well. When we look at the legal aspect of it, it's a freehold estate. The record of title 614868, comprising 550 square metres of land, more or less. Now the microwave has been added to the channels. It wasn't in the original one, so it is staying. So there's a bonus. That's worth an extra bid. We do have authorised telephone bidding on this one as well, girls. And a nice long settlement for this one as well, 21st of September. So a bit of flexibility around that. If they need it earlier, they can get it earlier. So just talk to the girls if you need an alternative date. You've got the open plan living and dining room at this property here. It's got the high-pitched ceilings. You've got that wonderful expansive kitchen. You can see that there on the screen there. And of course that spacious second lounge as well that's got the gas fire. Absolutely perfect for those serene evenings there for entertaining. You've got that seamless connection to the outdoor entertaining area, complete with a brand new arch gola. You see it on the back of the screen there, and I can tell you now that the outdoor heater set up out there, or perhaps summertime comes around, you're going to be imbibing out there in that area under the arch gola for hours and hours on end. This one here is a brilliant one for those who are wishing to leave the car at home and live the good life, because you've got the Golden Sands Primary School, Papamoa Beach, the Excelsior Centre, all just a very, very short walk away from your new home at 63 Golden Sands. We're here to determine who the new owner is going to be, folks, and you can determine that by expressing your interest with an opening bid, and I call for that now. Who says go on 63 Golden Sands? Like I said, we have authorised telephone bidding on this one. That's a $950,000 start, since we're all a little bit shy today. So I'm going to start me away at $950,000. Is it going to be you in the room, or is it going to be a phone bid? You're either a bunch of toughies today or just an absolute pack of meanies. Who wants to start us away? 950, won't take anything less. Alright, I'll get you underway then. Vendor bid at $950,000. I know we've got interest in this one as well, folks. If you come to buy, don't be shy. Here's your opportunity now. $950,000. Looking for that 20 rise, take me to 970 if you will. At 950, let's get on the bike and pedaling now. First call now at 950,000. Second time at 950, are we in or out? Third, final opportunity for you to join us. I'll either out there, Andrew on the phone. Happy to advance it then on behalf of the seller at 970. Vendor will bid with me at 970. Certainly not leaving it at this sort of level. $970,000. 990 would be your strategic move. First call now. Second. Last opportunity. Yep, that's where we need to be. Then we're out. Advancing on behalf of the seller then at $990,000. Like I said before, I've just started the auction buyers to give you the opportunity to buy. At $990, you need to be ahead of this to even get a ticket to talk to the sellers. At $990, I'll take that 20 rise, take me through the million threshold. First call now. Second time at $990. Third, last opportunity. Alright, I'll take it through.
$990.
No, the bid's with me at 990. We need to be at $1,010,000. Vendor bid at 990. Take me through to $1,010,000. First call now at $1,010,000. That's where I need to be. Second time, or I go there myself. $1,010,000. Take the $1,010,000 and I'll pass it straight away to $1,020,000 for the seller. Vendor bid at $1,020,000. Make it $1,030,000. We'll give you the opportunity to continue discussions with our sellers. At $1,020,000, the bid is with me. At $1,020,000. Vendor bid. Take me to $1,030,000. You can continue those discussions. Same thing applies to those of you in the room. Not here to dilly-dally. Certainly a property worthy of better than that. First call now at $1,020,000. Looking for that 10 rise rampant to give them that opportunity to discuss with the seller. Otherwise I'm going to shut it down. Second call now at $1,020,000. Take a 5 if it'll help them. Should have been a dentist. This is like pulling teeth. Third, final opportunity for them to come in. Others, I'm simply going to shut it down. In or out, Ratchet. Auction's closed. Hand it back to you girls. A little bit more work to do on that one. That's all I've got for you this afternoon, folks. I'm going to hand back over now to Jordan to complete the rest of the afternoon. Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, yes, thank you very much for being here. Jordan Silverite's my name, just taking over for the great work that Grant's already done. Hopefully he's warmed you all up and you're all ready to start raising some hands and placing some nice big bids for us today. I won't go back through all of the T's and C's and all the conditions. You guys, you look like smart, diligent, savvy buyers. You know how it all works here. So we'll continue on lot number 6 for today, 47 Harrier Street. Stephen Clare Sigley will have been our lead agents on this one here, doing a diligent job as always. And will I ask you, are you looking for the perfect family home? Well, if so, look no further than 47 Harrier Street, 200 odd square metres across multiple levels. Well, it provides you plenty of space for the entire family. The legal description we go now, it's 809 square metres of freehold land. Record of title is SA 1773, folio 6. The settlement date, well, that's down as 15 working days or by mutual agreement. So 15 working days from the date of sale, but there is some flexibility there. And the chattels list, you'll see it on the screen. There's no late changes, as I'm aware. Perfect, so you can bid and buy with confidence there. Now, a few T's and C's on the further terms of sale page, folks. bear with me while I read them out, I'm obliged to do so. 23.1, it's acknowledged by the parties that Public Trust enters into this contract as the property attorney, and that any liability of the Public Trust is limited to the assets in Public Trust's hands at the time. And then 23.2, clause 8.1, if the general terms of sale won't apply, the Public Trust should not be required to point out the boundaries. 23.3, general terms of sale 9.2 and 9.35 and 9.36 deleted. Clause 9.31 of the general terms of sale vary in the extent that the Public Trust not having been in occupation of the property without making warranty to the serviceability of the chattels nor the serviceability of the fixtures, fittings, plumbing, etc. there. And the purchaser shall accept the property, including all improvements and services thereon, in the state and condition at the time they viewed. If the gas or electrical utilities have been disconnected, that's on you, the purchasers, to get that fixed back up. And the further terms of sale override any general terms. So anything we've inserted here overrides anything that contradicts it already in the contract. Right, enough of the jargon out of the way, let's have a look at this wonderful property. Now the upper level, well, it hosts 2 large bedrooms. The master, well, it's absolutely flooded with light and urban views. Open plan kitchen and dining offer entertaining ease, and this offers you a dedicated space as well for a work from home. If you've got a little office that you need to set up from home, well, there's a dedicated spot for you. North facing, well, that ensures your views of Mauro and the inner harbour. Downstairs, there's a granny flat with that double bedroom, kitchenette, lounge, and it's got its own entrance as well, so a perfect spot for the teenagers, the parents-in-law, friends, family, anyone can come and visit. There's room for them. A gardener's paradise that awaits you in the backyard, whilst the home it is situated right across from Yatton Park. Well, the kids and the dog, they can stretch their legs for as long as they wish. And, well, you've got that convenience of Fraser Cove just around the corner as well. And you've got all the main arterial routes just around there as well. It's a golden opportunity, buyers, in your hands now. Where do we start away? Registered phone interest on this, or at the back of the room?
700.
700. Absolutely welcome you in at 700,000 there. Got you there. Nice to see you and welcome along. At 700,000 then, we look for, say, 20 on the rise at this level here at 700 now. Got it up the back of the room there. It would be a good buy at 700. I'll call it. First chance. Twice the call. Third time there, I see 720 if it's in the room there. Final chance then at 700. We see 720 in the room at all. Okay, well 720 with me, the vendor there, and on behalf of the vendor here at 720 vendor bid. Look for 40 now if you've got it there at 720. Need you on the 40 if you'd like. Happy to work with the rest of the room as well. Once. Twice, what do we say, sir? 40. 30. I need you at 40, sir. Need you at 40.
40.
Thank you very much. Appreciate you working with me, really do. At 740, I've got you up the back of the room there now at 740,000. Seek a 20 now at this juncture. Happy to look for it in the room though. Dealing with one party at the moment, but don't let me limit you. First I make it then at 740,000. Twice the call. Third chance now at 740,000. Sir, do we make it 750? Take that 10 from you. We'll get there. I'll pause, give you a chance to have a conversation. We make it 750. We'll pause if there's nothing further. Give you a conversation, see if we can get you across the line there. But let's see you mid-7 there. On the dot. Appreciate it. I'll call it 3 times as I'm applied, but if nothing further, we pause. At 750 up the back. First. Second. Third call now then at 750,000. Pause. Do what we say there. Craig, fire at the back of the room. We'll see if we can help them out. We'll come back to this option shortly. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll continue on then. And well, what a lovely property to continue on with. 70C, the Boulevard. Friend Harmon out of our Papamoa office. She's been marketing this property here, and well, I imagine she's had quite pleasure turning up, opening the home up to all of you wonderful buyers to take a look through. Sleek and majestic, overlooking the Palm Springs waterways. Well, Well, this wonderful property offers privacy and luxury all in a great location. To the legal description, firstly it's an estate in fee simple containing 430 square metres more or less, and secondly an estate in fee simple is to an undivided 1/6 share in 258 square metres more or less. Both the first and second estates being comprised and described under that record of title 729563. Now the chattels list, no late changes, but quite a detailed list to have a squiz over. I'm sure if you're here ready to buy, you know exactly what you're getting for your money there. And your settlement date, that's your move-in date, well that's 20 working days from the date of sale, but with a little bit of flexibility there, do we need it? Now with a bespoke kitchen with decked-on bench top and scullery, well, you can sip your morning brew, watching the sunrise, watching the sunrise as nature awakens you, and a loggia for outdoor leisure and al fresco summer evenings. It's the best of both worlds. Now the main living hub, well, that boasts subtle LED lighting, highlighting a cathedral ceiling, and well, that welcomes all that natural daylight through those really high windows there, a really warm and welcoming home. Double garage and extra parking spaces and a handy firewood storage area. You've got the stained wooden fencing, that completes the package and embraces that private rustic feel. A great location close to all the daily necessities of life, but yet so peaceful and private. Well, you could be miles away, but you're not. You're right here at 70C Boulevard. In your hands, buyers. Look for a start now. No clues. If you're here to buy, you tell me what you'd like to pay. See if we can help you out. Okay, then I'll call it 3 times if you'd like. First, twice, thrice. Okay, doesn't look like we've got the cash on this one here, friend, but I know we've got some motivated vendors, so we'll close the auction. What are our instructions there?
The property is now priced at $1,459,000.
Okay, there you go, folks. $1,459,000. And, well, a wonderful property you'd be walking away with. That's the price you've got to pay. If you've got interest, give Fran a call. I'm sure her phone will be very busy this afternoon. Wish you the best of luck there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, very warm welcome to all of you in the room, but also to all of our viewers and buyers and onlookers online watching along there. Do appreciate you tuning in. Obviously, you're not quite in a cash position, it would seem, but if you see something you like that doesn't sell today, get straight on the phone. We're only too happy to help. But right now, we address the room, our cash buyers, the ones who have got their due diligence done and their wallets ready to go. Now, this brick and tile 3-bedroom double garage, well, there wouldn't be many property searches by first home buyers, next home buyers, investors that didn't include some of those features. And well, here at 19 Lifton Place, well, Jan, you've had the pleasure of marketing this one. I'm sure you'd agree we offer all of those things to you buyers here now. It's a freehold estate being 353 square metres. The unique identifier is SA53B, folio 612. Your move-in day, that's the settlement, is 13 October 2023. So a little bit of time to get all your affairs in order and make sure you've got a couple of friends around to help you come move-in day there. And the chattels list, no late changes to that, so you can bid and buy with confidence there. Now, this exceptional property, it offers a perfect blend of modern living with value-add potential. The open plan kitchen, well, that seamlessly flows into the dining and living areas, creating a spacious and inviting atmosphere for entertaining and relaxation. With the potential to add value, this property is a canvas for your offers a canvas for your own personal touch and creative enhancements. The fully fenced yard ensures privacy and security, making it ideal for families with children or pets. Situated in a great location, you'll enjoy convenience with Owens Place and Bayfair just around the corner there. Easy access to the Omanu golf course if you'd like to go for a round. And yes, I have great news, you're allowed to shout your auctioneer a round of golf if you'd like. In your hands, buyers, 19 Lifton Place. Who says go? Where do you want to start? punish anyone for speaking up. Might reward you, in fact. Call it 3 times. First, second, third call then, buyers. Okay, does look like we've got the cash on this one, Jan, but again, motivated vendors here too. What are their instructions?
Instructions are that we're going to list the property today at $710,000.
$710,000 seems like a pretty good price to me. If you'd like to buy at $710,000, give Jan a call. Only too happy to take that phone call. Wish you the best of luck on that one, Jan. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 9 for you today, 36 Waterside Drive. Ashley and Diane Davidson, well, they've been marketing this wonderful property. If there's something in real estate you want to know the answer to, these lovely ladies, I'm sure they've got the answer for you. Very experienced and very well-rounded in everything they do real estate here. And well, this property, quite an easy one to turn up the market because it's so wonderful and it offers so much. It's an executive home of sizable proportions and it offers something for every member of the family, taking full advantage of its elevated position to drink in the magnificent Kaimai sunsets, a much welcome sight on your return home from work or play. To the legal descriptions, it is a freehold estate being 795 square metres more or less. Record of title is 209128. Now your move-in day, 25 working days from the date of agreement or other such date as mutually agreed upon. So if you do need some flexibility, we should be able to offer it to you there. And just note on the chattels list there, the central vacuum and the security system as is condition. The property, well, a selection of stacker doors where they invite the outside in and they lead you through to that spacious, entertaining deck. And of course, as you can see from the photos there, that fabulous pool. Family and guests, well, they're well catered for at that beating hub of the home with that clever kitchen layout and the bonus butler's pantry. Combine this with sizable bedrooms, dedicated office and a second living room. Well, you really are on track for a winner here. Fully fenced with plenty of grassy areas to run and play, plus located in a great location, close to all the main arterial routes and local amenities. A wonderful property on Waterside Drive. Bidders, buyers, who says go? You pick the figure. Your start might be better than mine. In your hands then, cash. Unconditional buyers, due diligence, tick, ready to go. Who says it? First, twice, third call. Okay, again, no cash on this one, but I know you're working with some parties who will be quite pleasantly pleased to see this is still available for them. Any interest, feel free to give Ashley and Diane a call. They'll be happy to help you out there. Wish you the best on that one.
Thanks.
No worries. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'll just go back to the property, 47 Harrier Street. We paused, had a little conversation with our lead buyer and on behalf of the owners as well there. And while we have had an increase of bid, we paused at 750. Just confirm for me you're up in your bid to 780,000 for me. Just confirm on the nod, thank you. And sellers happy at that level, we sell away. So at 780, I'll call it 3 times, but if we see nothing further, we'll have a change of ownership today. Once I make it then at 780,000 for 47 Harrier Street. Twice, a 5 will do it. A 2, a 1, it's a second call then at 780,000, a third call now I make it at 780,000. Nothing further in the room, it goes, sold. Congratulations. Very, very happy for you, and of course to our sellers, do appreciate you working with us, and we'll be right back with our next property. Right, well, last but certainly not least, ladies and gentlemen, Isaac Jacobs, diligently, smartly dressed over here, as he always is, turns up to his open homes early, and always smartly dressed as he is. And well, it's because of his passion for for marketing wonderful properties. And this one, well, it truly is a charming and cosy home. It's perfect for first home buyers or those looking for a ready-to-go rental property. The legal description, you'll find that under the unique identifier SA51D folio 941, which will tell you it is 359 square metres of freehold land. Now the settlement date, that is the 4th of August 2023. There's a little bit of wiggle room, should we call it, should we need it. And just note the chattels list there, that dishwasher is as is condition. Now the open plan living area, well, that has great indoor-outdoor flow, the fresh paint throughout, and large windows, well, they provide a great atmosphere throughout the home, and there's plenty of natural light as well that shines right on in. That barn door you see in the picture there, I think that's a really neat feature within the home, in my opinion. Stunningly renovated, this home, well, it's been thoughtfully designed to make the most of every inch of space, so you can worry less about the chores and the jobs, and get on with living your best life in your comfortable, refurbished home. The private setting tucked away from the road, well, that ensures tranquility and privacy, and that property's freehold status, well, that provides you with that peace of mind often sought after, and a potential gross rental return even of over 5%. Well, that seems a pretty attractive opportunity to investors if you're looking for my opinion. But folks, no one's asking me, I'm asking you. Who would like to buy, and what would you like to pay? In your hands, buyers, 29B Henderson Crescent. Make it once, twice, third chance then, buyers. Okay, no cash on this one, Isaac, but again, very motivated. Our instructions.
You spoke with the sellers and they'd like to price the property at $529,000.
$529,000. Well, there you go, folks. Closing the auction, but a price on it at $529,000. An attractive-looking price for an attractive-looking property. Any questions? You want to know more? You want to get through? Take a look. Or you want to put up an offer together, give Isaac a call. He'll be happy to help. Perfect. Okay, we'll just pause right now. I'll be back with you shortly. Thanks very much, Isaac.